I really wanted to start off today with a foundational episode, whether you've already started an online business or you want to start one soon, but you're a little bit confused as to how you're able to make that happen financially, or really you just want to get a realistic perspective of what you should expect and what you need to do budget-wise, planning-wise, saving-wise, in order to start your online business. And one of the things I think's gotten a little lost in that conversation is that it's almost been sold to you or marketed to you that starting an online business is free, or it should be free, right? And I write a lot about how online businesses are not nearly as expensive as, a bakery, or if you were starting a gym or a restaurant, right? Like, we don't have to buy a space. We don't have to outfit that space. We don't have to spend like several months lease or rent. We don't have to pay up employees up front, all these things. We don't need big equipment. You can start an online business so affordably, so much more affordably than an in-person business, like a brick and mortar kind of thing, right? But at the same time, online businesses still cost money. And I think that has gotten lost somewhere. And I can tell you, just if you were to scroll through my own inbox, you would see there are so many people who are saying they're hitting their head against the wall because they're trying to start an online business without spending any money and the business won't take off. And that to me is a two-part problem. One is the misunderstanding that an online business doesn't take any money to start. And the second is that somehow this business is going to take off and make money even though you haven't put anything into it. In the initial purchasing phase of starting up your business, we're going to get the basics, the foundation. We're going to set up things correctly and do it the right way. And then we're going to add things on as we need it. So I wanted to give you a couple of things in order for you to look into during this research phase, where you can look at and say, how much are these things in your state or where you live, and just start to get a rough idea, right? It's not going to be perfect. There are going to be unexpected expenses. There are also going to be some things you find cheaper than you thought, or something you find for free, or something that like a friend helps you with or whatever. But this is a good place to start. So the very first thing I want you to look at is how much it costs to register an LLC, or if you think you're going to register as a sole proprietor in your state, how much does that cost? Usually it's a few $100s. It can be, I've seen anywhere from $75 to, I think some of the most expensive states are $500. So you want to take a look at that. That's kind of one of your big upfront expenses. As soon as I knew I wanted to start a business, I went down into my basement and I took a look around and I saw a lot of things that I could sell. I wouldn't have thought that it would have really amounted to much, but honestly, it amounted to several hundreds of dollars, which I remember laughing, thinking what I sold out of my basement covered my LLC cost. We can definitely be crafty and thrifty and smart. I just am making sure that the business is very healthy long term, and that therefore I can breathe easy and know that we can be here for a really long time, no matter what happens in the economy, what happens with me, right? You can learn more about legally protecting your business and take my free legal workshop, 5 Steps to Legally Protect and Grow Your Online Business, at samvanderwielen.com. And to stay connected and follow along, follow me on Instagram at Sam Vander Wielen and send me a DM to say hi.